Okay, so I'm not going to stream. I'm just going to play it. For those who's wondering, I just tried streaming the Final Fantasy 16 DLC. This is just going to be a VOD now, whatever. Um, I don't understand. I don't understand. Each time I want to start streaming, there's internet issues. The internet has been great for all the time, except for the moment I want to start stream. It's every time, really, every time. It's so weird. It's really weird. Anyway, just trying to get that out of my head and want to focus on the DLC of Final Fantasy 16. And another thing, I want to do a little unboxing. So I got pretty lucky, and I got the Final Fantasy 35th Anniversary Edition of the Pixel Remasters. So basically, a friend of mine bought this and an impulse buy. But he's like a few weeks after, he was like, maybe I shouldn't have bought this. Vex, do you want to buy this in my stead? And so X months later, when I was able to, because I had some in real life issues, he had some in real life issues. So yeah, now I bought this, and yeah, I'm happy with it because I also bought this at retail price, so which is about €200 or $200. I think a lot of the collectors will hate me for opening this, but it is what it is. I actually want to have everything displayed. So put this here. I wanted to have this, but the problem is I already had the games. I have the Pixel Remasters 1 until 6 on Steam. So I didn't really know if I wanted to buy this edition plus the games again. Plus they were also like sold out very fast, like this. And the edition I wanted was the PlayStation 4 edition, which was like sold out before I could even look. The Switch edition, I didn't want to buy the Switch edition at all to begin with, but my friends did buy it. So this is the vinyls, which is amazing. So this is 2 vinyls, I think. This is going to stay in the plastic though, because I do have a vinyl player, but which I don't really use it. It's more for my father. Then next up is the Pixel Remaster. I think the art book. Art book. The art of Final Fantasies 1 to 6 Pixel Remaster. Yes, indeed. I will watch this on my own free time. Then there's also, let's see, that's fine. The figure sets, and this is the thing that I wanted the most, is the figure sets, which is amazing. They are all like 3D as well, like it's not like flat, which is amazing. Oh, just a second. There's something in the way. There we go. better. So we have, I think that's bars, right? Bars of Final Fantasy V. We have Firion, Final Fantasy II. The Onion Knight. I think that's the Warrior of Light. Then we have shit. Actually, I'm not sure who this is, and I just noticed that Sissel is not in this, which is kind of weird to me. Because we have Terra from Final Fantasy VI, of course. And then we have the Black Mage and the White Mage. Which, granted, it is nice, but it's kind of weird that Sissel is not in this. Like, 8 figures, and I think there's like 2 of them. I really don't know which character this is. Sorry, but I'm drawing a blank. I really don't know. They are cool pieces though. Like seriously, they are really cool pieces. But it is strange that Sissel is not in this one, since he is a main character. Isn't that like also from Final Fantasy VI? Locke? Is it Locke? I think the character I didn't recognize at first is Locke, but I'm not sure. So there's like 2 characters from Final Fantasy VI, and then 1, 2, 3, and 5, which is so weird to me. Either way, that was the little unboxing for 35th anniversary stuff. I'm very happy with it. It looks amazing. I will put it over there when I have a little bit more time. For now, I will just put everything over here and make some room so I can game a little bit better. Yeah, I think the vinyl itself is actually also very nice. I am a very big music buff, and for those who don't know, I play piano, or I started to play the piano like a little bit over a year ago. Which, by the way, I'm going to get a new piano next week. I bought that last Tuesday, and normally next week it will arrive. So I'm very excited for that. And I did play a Final Fantasy IX song already at my proclamation of my first year. Now I'm recently I played a Kingdom Hearts song, and yeah, the next song I will do is not game related, but it's more like personal. So yeah, I'm very excited for all that. So let's see what this is all about. Purchase from PlayStation Store. This is already Aww. 1987. Okay. The Buster Sword. Of course, I actually saw that. And the Onion Sword. Nice. So. Again, it's been a while since I last played this game. Because I don't have much free time anymore. And so if I'm not completely in the zone yet, that's why. Just so you guys know. Okay, so the DLC items is really just for the, yeah, right. I still haven't played this game on the hard modes either, so I don't have the I still don't have the platinum of this game, which I still want to, but yeah.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up while you can.
Is something the matter, Karen? You seem perturbed.
Don't know. How clever of you to notice. But yes, something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
I actually did miss this group of people. I actually really loved Final Fantasy 16. There's a lot of discourse about this game, if it's like a very good one or if it's the worst out there, like every other Final Fantasy in existence that comes to pass. But yeah, I'm actually very, very excited for the DLC. I do have to say, and I'm not the only one who thinks like that, it seems, that even though Yoshi P said there was normally not going to be a DLC, but because the people were like very, I want a DLC, this came very, very fast. Like, in my opinion, this DLC came out very fast. And Shadow Drop, like, I thought we would get like the trailer at the Game Awards. We would get a trailer, but the first piece of the of this game would be out like in spring. Like, what we're going to get
It's
Leviathan from.
probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
Some sort of crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that colour before.
Aye, well, that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They're calling them dusk crystals, on account of colour.
I see. They can be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is, they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pipe, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
No.
I hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not small. I am excited for this storyline because I do want to know more about the Fallen.
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies. What did you two do now?
Dude, I don't think...
Please tell us you brought another London.
Stay calm, both of you. Who needs a lantern when you've got one of these? All that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
Doesn't sound great.
That sounded close, Chief. Really close. Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those who run.
Wait for us, Chief!
Oof. Omega! I know that shine from anywhere. I played Final Fantasy V, I played Final Fantasy 14, I mean, I played Final Fantasy 15 as well, Omega.
I've never felt a tremor this far inland before.
Me neither. But then I'd never seen skies like these till a few moons ago, and it's been all change ever since. Come to think of it, the first anyone ever heard of these dust crystals was after you lot came back from the Dominion and brought this bloody weather with you.
Do you think the two things are connected?
Who knows? Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers. And with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff they'd never have touched before.
The question is, who's selling these crystals and where are they? Wait. This color. They couldn't be from Origin, could they? No, that wouldn't make sense. I saw it form in the sky, and that was long after we returned from the Dominion. But if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other mother crystals, then... does that mean...
That you missed one? Aye. That were my thinking any road. Another mother crystal we didn't know about.
Yeah, wasn't there like...
Joshua, if you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you. Get him to give it a once-over, case it rings any bells.
Right. Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this too.
Right again. I will. Let me go and find Joshua and we'll meet you in the shelves.
Crystal Darkly. Quest destination for Echoes of Fallen are indicated with the purple quest icon. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right hand side of the screen. These will temporarily replace main scenario quest. If you wish to restore main scenario objectives to the to-do list, you can do so at the journal tab. That's fine, that's fine. So yeah, let's see here. Yeah, so the dusk crystals, I wonder if that's like a little reference to the also the Warriors of Darkness or Warriors of Dusk from Final Fantasy V. And also, I do know that there's supposed to be a mother crystal around here that should be destroyed, and there's also should be a mother crystal up here that was destroyed. So maybe one of those. So either way, let's continue. Hey Torgo, I have missed you. Hey Joshua, you my fine brother.
Joshua, we need to talk. Karen's caught wind of something that I don't think we can afford to ignore.
Aye, that is troubling. Not least because the Undying made no mention of these dust crystals in any of their recent reports.
So they weren't aware of them either.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they merely deemed them unworthy of my attention. Wrongly, I might add, for I am inclined to share Lady Karen's misgivings.
Then we'd better take her advice and consult Hippocrates forthwith.
To the shelves, then. With our combined insight, I'm sure we'll discern something of use, be it no more than a place to start.
Let's hope so.
So I do know that this DLC is the smaller of the two.
There you are. I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything I told you.
Thank you, Karen.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal? One we never knew existed?
Every other shard in the Twins did. Why should these dusk crystals be any different? Dim though they may be.
We know they first appeared on the black market shortly after Ultima Car's primogenesis, darkening the skies. So might the two be connected? Could the spell have created a new mother crystal, perhaps? A replacement for the ones we destroyed?
What do you think, Hippocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original mother crystals were of Ultima's making, does it seem likely that he would have need of anything so palpably inferior? No. I hazard that it was not Ultima who created these crystals, but humanity. More specifically, our fallen forebears.
The
whose
echoes
wonders
of
live
the
and
fallen.
learn even now. Legend holds that the fallen challenged the gods in order to win their power and came tantalizingly close to doing so. It seems only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the crystals which the gods bestowed upon them.
So they could make their own.
Precisely. You may recall that the tale of the sins of Zemeckis begins with the colloquy of the sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before waging their war to learn what little remained. It is perfectly possible that an understanding of how to craft crystals was among their many achievements.
Among their many achievements, prior to their fall.
Indeed. The same enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which icons derive their name, and turned them against each other in the Magitech War. A pointless conflict which served only to make its victors more confident of their right to supplant the gods on high. And when at last they ventured to do so, the resultant imbalance in the ether is said to have been so great that the skies themselves turned black and began to boil. The first recorded arcane sky, I suspect. Which brings us back to the matter at hand. It is my belief that these shards are the product of a long-slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life by a similar etheric upheaval to the one which accompanied its creator's fall.
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source. Karen, where did you buy this one?
Down in Port Isolde when I was scratching around for supplies. Since the Imperials buggered off and took the tariffs with them, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff on the docks. Go and have a chat with the mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's got some good lads there. Know when to keep a watchful eye and when to turn a blind one. Oh, and take the crystal with you. Might be your key to the underworld.
Thank you. I will.
coming too. If there is another Mother Crystal out there and it's anything like the others, you'll need all the help you can get.
I was hoping you'd say that. One more time then. Together.
Well, to be honest, it's going to be twice, since the Leviathan DLC will also come out. But yeah, so I do know this one is going to be the shorter of the two DLCs, and that Leviathan DLC will be much longer and will also contain side quests and such. But this one should be done in normally one session, depending, because it's already 7 PM where I am.
Ariel, slow down! Not very likely.
Fuck me. They're fast on their feet. What's going on here, I wonder?
What indeed? Let's ask.
If you reach the pivotal moment and if you continue, you'll only be able to return. Lol. Okay.
Excuse me. Who were those men just now?
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and legged it. I chased them all away from the gates, but they're swift as hares. Still, at least we kept the bastards out. Don't need their kind still in their strife.
What manner of strife have they been stirring up exactly?
Whoops.
Are you joking? This business with the crystals?
Sorry, we've been away for a while. What's been going on?
Alright, I'll humour you. After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Way he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamouring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favoured shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought 'em by the bucket load knew that. And they were baying for blood when they found out. In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted thing. And we've been searching the back of every trader who's starting our gates ever since.
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these dusk crystals?
Why? You're in the market for some. Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact, I put a few gil on it.
We might still be able to catch them.
You might.
If you are heading up that way, you want to keep your sword handy. It's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days.
Understood. We'll be careful.
It's also crazy to think how spot on Hippocrates
These
was.
men were selling dusk crystals. I think it's unlikely that they will risk returning to Port Isolde.
Which means this might be our only chance of catching them. Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Wee. But yeah, Hippocrates was like right on the money that it's Magitech kind of mother crystals, since it has to do with Omega. Of course, people who haven't encountered Omega in any game or don't know Omega at all won't know this, but yeah, Omega is basically a Magitech armor.
Still some distance ahead, I'd wager. You're making a good pace.
There's another one.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
No. I just hope we haven't lost them.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Perhaps one of those merchants has seen something. Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
What do you mean?
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road. Screaming at them they were. Your crystals are your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Not that way.
It's
Towards the old hill docks. If it's help they seek there, they won't find any. But perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Let's hope so. And that we can find them before their pursuers do. Thank you. And please, take care on the road. Come on. They're no good to us dead.
Lead the way, brother.
Faster!
It's weird that they don't want to part with their crystals since they are so like broken. I know they can get money from them, but still.
So the bandits haven't found them either. There's still time. Focus on finding the traders.
Aha. Found them.
You can go on. I'll reach. This should be far enough. Chief? They've found us. It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Gentlemen, a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you can take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself.
Okay.
If you've got a plan, Chief, tell us you've got a plan.
Of course I've got a bloody plan. Good things and all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Are you mad?
Alright.
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like. Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand. What? Him?
Wait, I'm not.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
Bastards.
They won't get far, Clive.
No. But they'll wish they had.
True.
I'll carve you like a suckling pig and beat him to your fucking dust.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah, the cold snap. I need to remember the cold snap. That was such good ability to dodge.
Did you see which way they went?
North. Making for 3 reads at a guess. After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail. Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia! There was something odd about those 3. They seemed less like merchants and more like...
Charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his motley.
Then why am I not amused? What did you find, boy?
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Another group of bandits.
I think it's going to be monsters this time.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace.
Yeah!
They wouldn't risk stopping at Martha's Rest, would they?
Not if they hope to pass unnoticed.
Then we better stick to the swamps.
Oh. Alright. Let's see. The leader of a trio who appear to be involved in the dust crystal trade. Any attempts at identifying him is stymied with his hempen hood. Yeah. Shadowy shards that can be used to cast magic just like any other crystal, but are far less resilient, cracking after only a few uses. They appear on the black market soon after the skies darkened, and it was from here that Karen obtained her sample. There they are.
Then think again.
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that.
Hi again.
Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now, you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us.
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight to...
Are they getting worse?
Oh.
Clive, the tower.
Well, that's new.
That's impossible. Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower? Quiet, you daft sod!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there. Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that? If you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Clive, trouble.
What? Oh.
I knew it was going to be like that, like, oh no, Akashic monster, aha, no, but yes.
Wait, don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then. I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway. This shouldn't take too long.
Right. I'm getting in the groove again. But I feel like the boss of this DLC will not be as easy as I want it to be.
Well, that was ill-timed.
But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
That's twice we've saved them now.
Well, we're going to the tower, right?
I don't see anyone.
I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home? And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours? What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean... The dusk crystals, aye. Halleck?
Malik, we're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do.
But the lights, Chief. What about the lights?
First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
Only thinking about the money.
And you're sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas, not. I have seen it labelled Sage Spire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
A Mother Crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to East Pool and make our approach from the dim.
Right.
To think there could have been a Mother Crystal here in Rosaria all this time. The wars that could have been avoided.
We still don't know what's in there, Clive. But whatever it is, there is a good reason it has gone unnoticed for so long.
Okay, so... Oh. Oh, is it where that door is that we couldn't get in? Will it be there?
Don't tell me. You're bound for the dim. Only you won't be the first. Yeah, not long after the tower lit up, a party of 3 men in robes arrived demanding passage through the gate. I told them they'd be dead before they got halfway up the mountain, but they weren't having none of it.
We all know what we're doing then?
Yo. What's up, wait?
It's always good to see you in Eastpool, my lord. Had you told me?
Back in Rosalit that it one day be in charge of my very own village, I'd have thought it just, and a poor one at that, but here I am nonetheless. The trouble is, I've known not but the axe since I was old enough to stand, and while it might have saved my neck on occasion, it's suited for tilling fields and building towers.
Truth be told.
My lord, I spent so much of my life fighting that I've never really learned how to live.
So that's what I'm doing now.
Or trying to, at least. Fortunately, Martha's always close by should I need her, which is more often than I like to admit. In case you're wondering if this means I've got fighting for Rosaria, the truth is I never stopped.
Eastpool is the duchy.
And in restoring the village, we began to restore the country, and it all starts here.
Driving back the horde was easy.
But now comes the hard part, surviving. It doesn't help that the bearers here are accustomed to using their gifts for everything, having spent their lives being forced to do so in service to their master. Before they joined us, most had never worked with their hands, let alone a plow.
Not that they're lazy.
Of course, quite the opposite. It's just that they are going to need some time to learn the basics before they are ready to man a storehorse or a stable. Or we certainly can't have them harming themselves using magic to achieve what a few blows of the hammer might. Besides which, every crystal in storm might be cracked, but the blight's ever spreading.
No.
It's time we went back to relying on our own 2 hands, just like the founder did. You and your friends at the hideaway have shown us all it can be done, now it's just a matter of doing it. Not many shields escaped the Empire's steel that night at Phoenix Gate, yet those few of us who did swore then and there that we would win back our home, no matter how long it took. That, though, would prove to be easier said than done, especially in those early days when all who remained loyal to your father's throne were hunted more mercilessly than bandits. In the eyes of the Empire we were outlaws, and we for our part embraced the role, the better to hide ourselves.
Eventually, though.
We were found, though not by the Emperor's men, but your Uncle Byron. I still remember his words. Proud shields of the duchy and heirs to the good Archduke Elwin's legacy, I, Lord Byron Rosefield, pledge both axe and habitants that together we might see our nation rise once again from the ashes.
And while he has yet to lend his axe,
he has always been most generous in his patronage, despite the considerable risk inherent in our association. That generosity has seen us through many a dark day, ensuring our flame never went out.
now,
With your help, my lord, and that of sympathetic souls like Martha, it finally feels as if we are starting to make a difference. Yet there's still much to do, for while the Empire's grip on our home is weaker than it was, the wounds left by nigh on 2 decades of Imperial rule will not be quick to mend.
if we are to heal,
We can no longer simply guard the flame of our forebears, but fan it, that it might spread to the hearts of all our brothers and sisters, and then the duchy shall truly rise again.
you are welcome any time, my lord.
Yeah, I know I probably could have done this in my main playthrough, but apparently I missed it. What of the court dancing about the Infernal Tower? They're hard to miss. I don't think they care either way. So, if I'm right, that means,
Are those goblins? What are they doing in the Deadlands? But what they're carrying? I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons. Well, they certainly aren't welcoming gifts. Clive, remember where we are. No magic. Right.
yeah.
They're even uglier up close. I'll manage. It's over.
Well, now people can say it's literally just press attack to win because I couldn't use magic.
Let's hope that was the last of them.
Indeed. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have to rely on steel alone.
Clive? Joe? You may want to see this.
What?
There we are.
It was open when I found it.
Someone was in a hurry. Three guesses as to who.
Then this must be their way into the tower.
There's only one way to find out.
Alright. So yeah, that being a door that we only could enter now with the DLC. This DLC was definitely planned beforehand. I'm sorry, Yoshi, but you couldn't say that there was no DLC planned, because a door that couldn't be opened in the main game and now is actually a gateway to the DLC.
It seems somebody's woken this place up.
I love the music though. Very beautiful.
Well, I can tell you who it wasn't.
Unauthorized biometrics detected.
Someone's here.
Initializing security scan. Safety protocols disengaged.
I don't think that was someone, Clive. I think it was the tower.
The
Good
magic
way.
tech.
It doesn't sound like we're welcome. Keep your guard up.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
I think my powers have returned. You? Same. Wasn't there? The moment.
Ah. Hello. That was easy. Escapement belts. Want to build from slumber. This spherical construct of fallen provenance will flit and flutter about its new master like a dutiful yet unseen hummingbird sweeping into the prophet age should be need arise. Reduce ability cooldown time and restores a small amount of the HP regain gauge following a precision dodge. Effect potency is directly affected by the strength of the attack dodge. Okay. So if I perfect dodge oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Ah. Heartflame. Someone will cast a spell Heartflame to summon magic sphere nearby. You come in contact with it and be prominent by Heartflame is identified. So it's no. The sphere can be stopped by attacking it, but be warned melee strikes to the sphere deal Clive dance or range spells. Okay.
No problems. Now we know where they got their weapons. But how long have they been up in here?
There we go. Very nice. Very, very nice.
Dusk crystals everywhere.
Well, that's one mystery solved.
But there's no mother crystal.
Yet. We still have plenty of tower to explore.
Yeah. It could be under the floor, or yeah. The tower itself could be a mother crystal.
I know that voice. Come on.
Are they clues?
Well, look who it is.
Bam. That doesn't look scary at all.
Warning. Core defense systems engaged. Initiating sterilization lockdown.
What the hell is it talking about, Joshua?
Good things, lads. Good things.
Yeah, someone is going to die here.
Dave.
Okay, yeah. I was actually going to say, like, are we really just going to let that happen? Because we were standing like for a minute.
Take your friend and get out of this place. Now.
And will they run away? We do fighting.
Sigma! Alright. Let's do this again. There you go. That one was suddenly very more quick and better, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Not a feather light, a muscle dissolute sigma here, colossal frame. Okay. Ooh, fallen phone surely details on its make it. Nothing to explain why a blade so apparently blunt might be able to slice through hardened steel like a brand. Through butter would be like trying to explain why birds can fly over the sky is blue. An endeavor best left bars and book rights. Okay. Does it have the same stats as the one that I'm carrying right now? Is it a little bit better? I don't know. I'll look at it.
Security Sentinel 503 offline. Initiating emergency call relocation protocol.
Relocation. Okay. Well, I guess that's the mother crystal.
No better. I'd say that was the heart of a mother crystal.
I knew that fallen thing was no match for you. Allow me to apologise for earlier. That was, ill-played. All born of a misunderstanding, though. Can we start again?
We don't need your apologies. We need answers. And you're going to give them to us.
I suppose you'll be wanting to know about the tower, then. As you've probably guessed, this isn't the first time we've been here. Fact is, my people have been coming to this place for centuries.
Have they now? To these ruins in particular?
Aye, well, they, talked to us. Told us what this lot was all for.
And what is it for?
Well, believe it or not, the Fallen were actually using this place to make their own, mother crystal. Though, despite years of searching, all we ever found was shards.
Then, Harpocrates was right.
He was right on the money.
It would seem that the Fallen did indeed acquire the god's ability to craft crystals.
I wouldn't go that far. The shards aren't exactly divine. They're not even what you'd call decent. But they're better than nothing, and nothing is what our people had before we found them. So we've been coming here ever since.
But these dust crystals have only recently appeared on the black market. What made you decide to start selling them?
The skies. Once they went dark, the crystals started growing back, till there were more than you could count. And with the mothers all cracked, anyone with anything that could muster so much as a spark had people queuing up to take their coin.
Yes, at a cost to us all. Quality apart, these crystals are no different from the ones the world has been using since the dawn of time. And it cannot continue.
No, it cannot. While this is clearly none of Ultima's doing, there can be little doubt but that it serves his cause.
Then our path is clear. So let's do what must be done.
Wait, you lot aren't thinking what I think you're thinking, are you?
Oh,
Yes.
I think there's a good chance we are.
But, what about the tower's defences? That thing you just fought, it won't be the last one. And the further you climb, the worse they'll get. How about we head back to Martha's before someone gets hurt, eh?
That is sound advice, which I suggest you take before someone gets hurt.
Are you sure you don't want to think this over? We could talk about it outside, where it's safe.
Well, go outside where it's safe, and we'll
I've
go
never seen anything like that
further
here
in.
before. I swear. I told the chief we should go home. I told him.
Oh well.
To think the Fallen built all this.
Mm-hmm.
The knowledge they must have needed.
Knowledge now lost.
Can I go both ways? Seems so. Yeah. Yeah. Just one big circle. Alright.
If this is like every other Fallen ruin,
Then there'll be a lift.
There we go.
oh, they're not good.
The lowering. Okay. Ooh.
Any idea what those are?
They seem to be containers of some sort. Or perhaps
Cages. Like some sort of twisted menagerie.
So a goblin, a chocobo, and a minotaur. Yeah. They probably get released, and you'll have to fight them one way or another. Oof. Okay.
How many of these things are there?
Contaminant detected.
There we
Releasing
go.
subjects Alpha to Epsilon.
They're still alive. But this tower is more than 15 centuries old.
If they built this place to grow crystals, why imprison creatures here?
Test subjects, yeah, test subject to see if they can tame the monsters, to be protectors, to guardian. I don't know. Maybe.
That device. It glows just like the doors.
Development log entry 680925.
Lore.
Mitogenic reactor trial successful. 23 units of grade 3C crystal produced. Moving forward, all seeds fabricated from inorganic material are to be replaced with lab-grown organic specimens.
Organic specimens. So they were turning living creatures into crystals.
That's why the beasts, they are turning the monsters into crystals. Okay. Motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Let's continue. I wonder though how or why exactly everything is happening right now. Like, okay, I know that come on, come on. I know because of what's the name again? What Ultima did to the sky. It kind of triggered this, but not really. So Ultima ultimates that dust crystals were blooming at a rapid pace, but for some reason, I don't know why, I don't think that's why I don't think that's why Omega is acting up right now. I think there's a different reason. Nourishment bits. Increased HP regain potential when taking damage or automatic return. Huh? Ah, okay. I don't think I'll use that one though. Are you Delta? Because we just battled Sigma. Damn. Cool. Ah, oh, ooh. Okay. So the reason why I'm laughing is because Endwalker, Final Fantasy 14. So basically, an Endwalker, which is the latest. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker, they basically they made the name Omicrons very important. It's just so funny to see Omicron name drop. Here again. To be fair, it is connected with Omega as well, because Omega and Final Fantasy 14, Omega and Omicrons are also very connected with one another. There we go. Yeah, you notice that, you really notice that Final Fantasy 14 is influenced by this, and that it's the creators of Final Fantasy 14 that made this. It's so easy to see. Stomps. Okay. Well, that's a number company. Yes.
Yes. But of how many?
That depends on how determined they were to conceal their activities.
I think there's going to be at least 2 more. I'm really enjoying this. It's very compact, but I am actually really enjoying this one because I always wanted to have more Fallen
This is all too easy. If the tower
content.
is in control, why not simply disable the lift? What are you suggesting, Joshua?
That it's hurting us.
Yeah, that same as with Final Fantasy XIV, not with the Endwalker version, but with the
There's an
landing.
entire fleet.
Damn.
I wonder if any are still capable of flight.
It will want to see this.
Maybe she can create an airship out of this. But yeah, what I was going to say is in the Stormblood trials with Omega, they Omega basically was testing our strength, and I think it's the same here. It's sad of the sky, because if the sky wasn't pink, like at all times, this would be an amazing view. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up my first. I am actually going to. Oh, okay. Fallen Forcer R is better. Okay. Fallen Belt is also better. Okay. I am going to save. I still have some stuff to do tonight. But if the demo is a demo, if the DLC is about 3 hours long, next episode will be the final one. So let's just save. There we go. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, okay. Back to the origin. Let's just save over this one. There we go. Yeah. I'm going to stop this VOD right now. Sadly, I couldn't stream it because of my internet issues. That's also another thing that I'm going to look into right now, to see if I can get my internet back up, because it's so freaking weird. Either way, I hope you have an amazing time, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.